In this video, we will provide you with some tips about what to expect before, during, and after your assessment. You will be invited for an assessment with a health professional once you have completed and returned your form. In the assessment, you will discuss how your condition affects your daily life and see if any further supporting information is required. The assessment will last about an hour. Before your assessment. Confirm your assessment location and request adjustments if you need them. Your assessment will either be on the phone, in person, or online. You should get a letter with your assessment confirming the location. If your assessment is in person, you might also be asked to carry out some physical tasks, but do not feel you have to do things in the assessment that you wouldn't normally be able to do. Make sure to confirm your assessment details and check the time, day, method, and location of your assessment. If you need to, check that the assessment is accessible and that you have everything that you need to attend. If you cannot attend the assessment for any reason, contact the number on your letter to make alternative arrangements or adjustments as soon as possible. It is vital for you to attend your assessment because if you don't, your claim may be refused. For example, if you have been given an in-person assessment, you may request a change of method or venue if it is not feasible for you to get to the assessment. If your first language isn't English or you need a sign language interpreter, request one as soon as possible. If you have been invited for an in-person assessment, you may be asked to travel up to 90 minutes to the closest assessment centre. Any travel costs you incur to the venue should be reimbursed, and information about this will be on the letter. Take an advocate for support. An advocate is someone who can attend the assessment to support you. This can be a friend, family member, or someone who knows you well. Having an advocate may help you feel supported and stay calm. They may be able to answer for you, help to clarify questions, prompt you if you have forgotten something, or help you recognise when you might need a break. You do not have to take an advocate. It is about what is most comfortable for you. Feeling prepared. It is natural to be nervous, but there are a few things that you might be able to do to keep yourself as calm and comfortable as possible. If you can, try to get a good night's sleep before the assessment. Get into the right headspace. Try some breathing exercise beforehand if you're feeling anxious. Have a copy of your completed form and supporting information with you. This way, you can refresh your memory about your answers, and you can refer to the form for specific dates or medication information. Refer back to our other resources on the PIP Helper as a refresher about how to answer questions. Recording the assessment. You can request for your assessment to be recorded if you wish. Recording your assessment can be helpful if you later need to challenge the outcome. For example, if you believe important information was not included or fully considered in the written report, the recorded assessment may help clarify this. During the assessment. Remember that the health professional is not the decision maker. The health professional conducting the assessment will not be the person who makes the final decision about your application. However, the health professional will produce a report that the decision maker will use as part of the process. The health professional may include their own observations about your mobility, appearance, and emotional and mental state during the appointment in their report. The health professional may also ask you about other activities that were not on the form, such as how you carry out housework or shopping. These provide information about how you carry out the activity, how you feel when you do it, and its impact on you. Be honest about what you can and can't do. For example, having a shower may mean that you cannot cook that day. Be as clear as possible with the health professional and ensure key information is recorded in their report. If you feel that something is important, you can ask them to specifically quote you or specifically write it down. Be as clear about your condition as you can. It is important that the health professional sees how much your condition affects you. Be sure to vocalize everything they cannot see. For example, mention to the health professional if you need a question repeated because you are struggling to concentrate or are feeling anxious, if you are in pain and need to take a break, if you have had to use a prompt or daily tracker to help you remember something, such as your medication, if you have fatigue and have had to take time off in order to prepare for and recover after the assessment. The key is to be as clear with the health professional as possible. Get yourself comfortable, don't rush, and take breaks if you need them. Assessments typically last around an hour, but can start late or run longer. Do not rush or feel rushed at any point, and do not feel pressured to finish if you need extra time. Make sure you are comfortable and have a drink, snack, or anything else you need. It is normal to feel some strong emotions, so do not worry if you need to take a break. Make sure to ask for a break if you need one. Do not sit in pain if you need to move. Tell the health professional if you have to do this and be clear about why. Be sure to have your medication available if you need it. If you take medication during the assessment, let the health professional know so they are aware about what medication you are taking. After your assessment. After your assessment, the health professional will complete their report and send it to the decision maker. The decision maker will look at this, your completed form, and any supporting information you provided. They may contact you or a support worker or carer if they need to collect further information. Once the decision is made, you will usually receive a text message update and a decision letter with the outcome. Be sure to take care of yourself after your assessment. It can be common to feel exhausted, so give yourself the time to recover physically and emotionally. Take the time for some self-care, and if you feel up for it, try to plan something you enjoy. Request a copy of the report. A report of your assessment is a great piece of evidence if you want to challenge the decision made by the decision maker, or if you wish to have it at a later date for a future review. However, you need to request a copy within 4 weeks of receiving the text message and letter with your decision. You can request a copy of your report by calling the number on your letter. It is natural to feel nervous about your assessment, but there are many things you can do to help with the process. You are not alone. Kidney Care UK is here to help. Remember, you can re-watch this video if you need to, and refer to the PIP Helper for more tips, information, and advice.